Okay, so for you to get started with your trial lessons, you will definitely click there. Then from there, you will have step number 1 and step number 2, where you will click on step number 1 in order to watch the recording from the start until the end. Once you've watched the recording, you will therefore click on next so that you jump onto step number 2, where you will write a test. So each lesson goes with its own test. So this would be test for lesson number 1. You write on paper as if you are in class. Then once you are done, you will therefore click on next so that you will be able to get the final answers memo, where you will therefore mark your final answers. This is so that once you are done marking your script, remember, you can still use the same pen that you were using to write. You can use the pencil. It doesn't really matter that much. You only mark your final answers. Question number 1, you got it right, you put a tick. Question number 2, you got it wrong, put it wrong. And then once you are done marking your script, you just click on next so that you'll be able to submit your work. Submitting your work will mean you taking a photo of your answer sheet, and then you're going to upload it. And in that process of uploading your work, you will have an opportunity to book for a Zoom live session where you will be able to consult based on what you would have struggled with. So let's say you were watching the recording and there was something in the recording that did not make sense or you need clarity on, or it could be that the question itself was a bit tricky and you wanted clarity on something. Otherwise, it could be that I've given you a test which is based on an exam paper and there is something that is confusing you, then you'll be able to book for a Zoom live session. At least you would have submitted your work. That means the tutor will then be able to go through your work, see what you've done, how you've answered the questions, which questions you got wrong. And then when you consult, it will be easier to help you because we would have gone through your work and knowing exactly what you need. So that's basically how it works, where you go through step 1 and step number 2, and thereafter, as you submit, you will have an opportunity to book for a Zoom live session. So it's a combination of going through the recorded lessons, then from there, you write the tests, then you'll be able to consult via Zoom Live. Some of the tests we normally use past exam question papers, and also in the recordings, we make use of the past exam papers, treating them, guiding in terms of how you work them out, teaching using those, and then we also test you on those so that you are well prepared not only for your classworks, homeworks, but for your examinations. So that's how it works. Once you are done with your trial lesson, best thing that you can do is just to send the admin or your tutor a message to say, I've done with the trial lessons and what is the next step. Then you will be assisted accordingly. I think I've mentioned all the important stuff. I try to be as quick as possible so that I do not use much of your time that you should be using on getting started with your trial lesson. So I'll just end it here. You can therefore start with your first lesson for today.